The following podcast is rated M for mature.
In a time where people are afraid of change and completely love to complain about every little detail in our current life and any major change in the industry is suddenly horrible if Nintendo does it, this is the Rating Pending podcast, where we debunk, inform, and help you clean up all that built up salt from your day-to-day basis. My name is Solid Space. I'll be your host for tonight. And with me today is Ragno, Modern
Woo!
Mega,
Hey, hey yo.
Titan 345, and Victor the Red.
What's up?
Hey, what up?
So yeah, so we've been off air for a little bit. Took the Christmas break, had all of this little fun time to clear up schedule. We are actually recording this on a Friday, very different from our usual time, mostly because it's still up in the air. Might as well. Wait, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay.
It is Friday. Don't worry about it.
It is Friday. I had to check for a minute. And our two topics for today, one's going to be covered super shortly, and then we're going to jump to the big one. So we've got the Scalebound cancellation.
Really
And
stupid
we've
idea by
got-
Microsoft, to be honest.
And we've got the official Switch hardware reveal.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
So
Damn right.
I think we should get to it. So Vic,
It's
Scalebound.
pretty stupid idea by Microsoft just canceling that title. I think it's one of the biggest exclusives that Xbox fans were waiting for. I don't understand the disappointment on each side. Pretty sure it's because one couldn't finish it, and the other one's because I don't know what the fuck they were seeing. But Nier Automata is really close for PS4. Bayonetta 2 did so fucking well on Nintendo Wii U.
Yep.
And Microsoft is just lacking on fucking exclusives, and they have another hardware coming on holiday apparently if they don't get fucking pushed to 2018, which I can call that it's pretty likely unless they show something on E3. A good lineup because they need to step their game up because they only have Crackdown 3, and I'm fucking sure, and I call this they're holding that for the fucking Scorpio just so they can have this techie looking beautiful and shit, more power and bullshit. So Crackdown 3, a game that honestly, in my opinion, I'm not fucking interested in. Sea of Thieves is one of them that I'm really interested.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Cuphead as well, even though I don't know if it's in development hell. I hope not, but I don't want to say development hell, but that art style, that 1930s cartoon art style, is not easy to make. So I'm pretty sure they're having a little bit struggle on that. I could be wrong, so I really don't know what's going on there. So yeah, Microsoft has no exclusive at the moment. So next month they have Halo Wars 2 coming out, and I'm pretty sure you guys are excited about that.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Halo,
Okay.
but I can give it a try. So Scalebound, I honestly, Jose, I wasn't. I've told you this. Scalebound isn't a game that I'm super excited, to be honest. When I saw it at E3 2014 being announced, it was pretty cool watching that. I was like, oh, they announced this game, and who was it? When I found out it was Platinum, I don't want to be biased, but I have kind of a love-hate relationship with Platinum games. I love some of the games, I hate much of the games. So it's weird, pretty weird. It's just me. But Scalebound, it's a game that it was about to release on 2016, but it got pushed a year, in which that is just fucking horrible. But then again, pretty sure the one thing I said was I'm pretty sure they're holding that for the Scorpio. That is no doubt. Apparently that was not the
thing
case.
With Scalebound, and the way that I see it, after reading both apologies, on one side we have Mayor Nelson going with the whole it was best for gamers. On the
Phil
other side,
Spencer.
Phil, that was true.
Yeah, it was Phil Spencer.
Yeah, exactly. On the other side, we have Platinum's apology, where they say oh, we really hate the fact that Scalebound went the way it went, and that we look forward to making up for it with Nier Automata.
Man, that
And
is like like a fucking spit into the face of fucking Microsoft.
Yeah.
It's like,
The
oh, I'm sorry,
way
they
apology
canceled this, but hey, we got Nier coming out. It's like, oh, okay.
the way the apology goes, it's clear that Platinum was having various issues working with Microsoft Studios.
Again, Japanese, like they have
Yeah,
a certain way. I'm pretty sure
the
to
Japanese
work,
have
and
a
American has a certain way on how they develop their games or how they want to market their games. And I'm pretty sure they wasted too much money on Scalebound, in which pretty much an ambitious 4-player co-op open world. A lot of people were excited. Again, for me, I wasn't interested in it.
the
I
game
wasn't
felt
sold
like
on
it
it, but
was
a lot of
going
people wanted it.
nowhere. The game felt like it was going nowhere. It was muddy. It was
Muddy. Oh yeah, for damn sure. That game didn't
wasn't-
look as beautiful at all.
it wasn't optimized. It was going nowhere for the most part. And
But-
the fact that Microsoft is getting all the blame for the cancellation, that is a really big problem.
I gotta say it's both both of them are at fault because
Yeah, but
Microsoft should be more invested more in the first party titles, like just to be, because this is what it feels like. First party titles are just there, like they just announce shit and they're like, I don't know, there's like no quality control. I don't know if that's the word, but they're like not even paying attention. And this is one. This is how the mistake starts with Scalebound. And Scalebound, then again, they've worked with fucking Xbox, the fucking PlayStation, with Nier, which is coming out next month. And I'm pretty sure that was in development, I think, way before Scalebound, if not after Scalebound.
Nier was, it was after.
It was
Nier, the
after.
other project came after.
Then again, again, American, Japanese studios, and like they're different ways, different methods of work. And Microsoft should focus on their first-party titles. Why? They have, again, a new hardware coming out. A new powerful, more like a bigger, better console to replace, not the Xbox One, not just to replace, it's just a better advanced version of it. And it's supposed to be running games on 4K and all this stuff, and they need those titles. They need to sell those titles because they're pretty much living in third-party content, in which we're going to talk about Nintendo Switch in a moment.
Basically, the too long didn't read version out of all this.
Yeah.
Stop bitching. Stop throwing blame to both sides. Get to work. And this just goes to show that some ideas are great on paper, but not necessarily well executed. Simple as that.
Just for Microsoft to end it there, be more invested and more, not cautious, but stand by or just examine those first-party titles. Because apparently I heard that Crackdown 3 had some slight hiccups, but it's not as worse as Scalebound. Then again, I'm pretty sure there's a small percentage. I could be wrong. They can shut me up if you want, but I think there's a small percentage of people that are excited for Crackdown 3.
Well, I mean, if the game has a third installment, it's because of something.
Not really.
No,
not really. They can just cash cow it like completely. First, then again, the Crackdown one came 2007, right, in the binge.
It was one of the real OGs of the Xbox 360.
Exactly, and people needed to try something out. Of course, they made some sales. Crackdown 2, well, then it was slightly better, but it wasn't as much. Which came out 2009.
It was like two or a year later.
Of course, and they announced Crackdown 3 2013 or 2014.
14.
2014, and it's 2017, and no news about it. So I don't know. It's like Scalebound. There's no I don't think there's no hype for that game at all. There's just isn't. And of course to end it here, what they need right now, and I'm calling it now, and it's like pretty much obvious, even though it might not happen, but the Xbox needs to announce something big on E3, and I'm calling Halo 6 because that's their big guns. Sadly, that's
They're probably gonna do it.
yeah, they're gonna do it, and I don't think there's gonna be a Gears of War 5 yet, even though it had very good reviews. Like not fucking awesome, but it was pretty good, and it sold well. So expect another sequel of that, but pretty sure it's gonna be announced next year. So they just
remind me for casting, for whenever we cast more members, we need slightly a few more Xbox players. This feels really unbalanced with 3 PlayStation players.
What are you talking about? I started out as a Nintendo guy, then I became a Microsoft guy,
and then I
now
become
recently
a PlayStation.
I am now I'm a PlayStation guy and a PC Master Race god.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh yeah.
Get him out. Get him out
So
of this room.
it's not that it's not that because I play PlayStation doesn't mean like I care for Xbox, because hey, my last generation console was 360. Didn't care much about the exclusives, but that was my console, and I think it was far superior than the PlayStation 3. Here in this generation, I'm not even gonna go to that topic yet. So yeah, just Microsoft just needs something to sell the Scorpio, because it'll sell, but again, you need a big title, and I don't think Crackdown 3 is gonna be the one.
Microsoft has been hurting on the exclusives a lot.
Exactly.
They've been lacking them, and besides the ongoing Halo and Gears of War, they don't have many more.
Exactly. Like, I do agree with Dichter that if they're gonna release the Scorpio, they really need a title that makes you want to get the Scorpio.
If they don't have it, and then again, if they don't have it, push it. They're gonna push it.
Like promote it.
They're gonna fucking push the Scorpio to next year.
I mean, Nintendo does that well. For example, Breath of the Wild.
We're not in there yet.
We're bringing this back. We're bringing this back in a few minutes, because it's part of what we're gonna enter. Next topic.
Yeah,
we're organized.
9.
Organized. Coming from Carlos. We're moving on. So, for the first time in quite a while, the Europeans had to stay up till 4 in the morning. The Americans had to they had to get up at 4 in the morning. The Americans had to stay up awake at midnight.
12.
Stay awake a little bit longer,
depending on where if you're in the Caribbean, you gotta wait until midnight.
Victor? I'm pretty sure people know how time zones work. We don't need.
I'm just saying, there's not many people who are interested, so I'm just gonna pull it. I'm just gonna say it down. On East, pretty sure it's like an hour or 2. Central is like 2 or 3, and West is 4 or 5. I'm just saying for people who don't know. I'm just being informative.
And the West side and the California side is normally 3-hour difference.
Normally 3. Now with the daylight saving 4.
It's a 4.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All because of the fact that we had Nintendo live stream their Switch reveal straight from Japan. This is the first one that we've had in God knows how long. Most of their new console appearances have happened at E3. This is the first console that hasn't appeared at E3 in, I think, since the 64, give or take, or the GameCube, one or two.
What, a press conference?
Yeah. No, not a press conference. They've had press conferences.
No. There's a slight difference. Press conference and direct are 2 different things.
Yeah.
Press conference. It's 2012 E3, the day that the Wii, basically the Wii U was revealed.
Yeah.
Was it the Wii U? Because the Wii was also revealed at a press conference.
The Wii, they had another press conference on the Wii, but it was at E3. Okay. Then again.
Like, but I'm not talking about E3. Like, I'm talking. Ever since the Wii and onward, everything else has been revealed at E3.
Of course.
That's normally.
That's been the norm, and not just for Nintendo, for literally everybody. And suddenly, the new president and the team took the decision of, hey, let's live stream it straight from Japan,
from the glorious land of Nippon.
Which, at first, it led me to think that they've been having a minor issue promoting the system all the way out there. Plus the fact that we recently had a secret showing of it over in America already,
Mm-hmm.
and people were already convinced enough to the point that right now all pre-orders are full literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Except for Japan, which is live on January 21st.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so many expectations were met, yet so many others weren't with this presentation. But I think that before we get into like the specs and the information that we have piled up to this point, guys, the event per se, like how'd you feel with the delivery, the presentation? What do you got?
Who's gonna start?
I would like to start
Go
in
ahead.
terms of the actual presentation. If I would compare it to how Microsoft and Sony did their last like press conferences on terms of like updates for their actual consoles, I comparing it like that, the Switch was like well sought out. It was like, okay, guys, let me give you the history of the Nintendo handheld and the Nintendo home console, and then like let us take tidbits of like what made each one special in their own right. And here's the Switch. And then let's go straight to what the Switch can do in terms of like, this is what it has, this is what it can do. Here's some games here and left, and here's like the names of the third-party developers and whatnot. And then let's close it with the game that you really want to know, which we all know if you saw it, which was Breath of the Wild. In my opinion, exactly. In my opinion, in terms of having a concrete idea and like full-on detail of what the system can do, was spot on throughout that entire hour. Like they didn't have one moment in the entire presentation that they sidetracked on talking about something that wasn't really important at the time. And those like little small tidbits, like which we're going to talk about a little bit further later on, they were like, "Don't worry, we have that in the working, or we're going to give you the full-on details later on." Not on the same presentation, but later on in like different treehouse streams or the next direct and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I believe they have a Fire Emblem presentation later this week. I think it's tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
I kind of called it when I saw like when I saw Team Ninja and I started hearing the Final Fantasy. No, not Final Fantasy. Fire Emblem music. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, those Warriors games. Yeah,
Come on.
We'll get into it.
right.
Yeah, you'll like it.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, okay.
Muyo Souls. Yeah.
Yeah. So who else?
Carlos, did you watch the presentation?
Yeah, I watched it with
Okay.
Victor.
Oh, you watched it with Victor? Oh, this should be good then. All right, tell me. What do you got?
Oh boy.
It was good. I liked it. I'm gonna get it, obviously. I don't know. I found some parts were kind of slow,
Wait, what?
presentation-wise,
Okay.
and
Alright.
awkward sometimes.
Oh yeah, the cringe was pretty strong in some moments of the presentation. I'm not gonna deny that.
I blame the narrator, honestly.
I blame the translator. Period.
Translator, I want to kill myself.
All right.
translator.
I was hurting physically when the guy was trying to translate Suda51. I was like, dude, it's just a guy. Just translate, please.
Just translate.
All right.
Take it easy.
Do the sing. Come on, do the sing.
Like I'm like imagining him just talking and cutting himself at the same time
Preparing the rope.
with a razor blade.
Oh god, come on, Victor. You wanted to say something.
All right.
Your turn.
Evan, you want to say something before I go? Because if I go, I'm not gonna
This is
stop.
how it works. I don't give
No,
you a turn.
go.
You pass it next. What do you think you are?
No. Honestly, like if I go, I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah, he's not
No,
gonna.
honestly, go because basically all I wanted to say is that is already covered. I mean, the presentation was
Which
spot on what
that
they wanted to
doesn't
show,
Uh-huh.
and this I found that what they wanted to show was what should be shown in presentations overall.
Exactly. It's not
Most
like
of the time they just veer away and start showing a lot of games, and don't when they show consoles, they forget you're showing a console.
Yeah.
And they really showed what the Switch will be able to do, and I'm very happy with what it will be able to do. And ending it with Breath of the Wild for me is just, well, I had to change my pants, man.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that. That was way too much information for this podcast. I think we got to put up the rating up to adults only for that.
No.
I'm
It
sorry,
still falls on
podcast
second
over.
one. We don't have a visual representation of this. It's still good. Don't worry about it.
It's okay. Just put my pants in the headline.
Oh God, stop,
All right.
please. Go on.
It'll get the
Alright.
views.
So Vic,
All right. The first time I saw it, it was with Carlos. I was on Twitch watching it, and
Same here.
honestly, the first time I saw it, I at that moment, like that first time, I liked it. That first time. Then again,
okay.
I had to see it again because I was like, there's something wrong here. There was something I was thinking over and over, and I had to watch it again. So I saw it this morning again, and I think the presentation was shit.
Oh, interesting.
The presentation was shit. The one thing that fucked it up really hard, it's the translators. That just made it fucking horrible. That's one. That's one.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that one because, like, in my case, I would like in the beginning it was okay, but when they had Suda 51 up to that point, and then like when they were doing the Splatoon part, those were the moments that I literally was starting to lose interest. I was starting to lose interest because of the cringe. But it's because of losing the interest, I kind of like blocked it out at the same time.
There's one thing that before I carry on, there's one thing that people has to understand. There's a certain way Japanese express themselves whenever they're going to sell a product, and that's in Japan. Then again, this is in Japan. This presentation is in Japan. This whenever you see that cringy stuff that we call cringy. It's normal for them, and it's amusing for them, and it's actually
comedy.
funny. It's comedy
I
for
found
them.
it amusing.
There were times, I would cringe. I was like, oh my god, this is not for me. But
No, it was worse watching it in the Twitch chat, which they were like, "Oh my god, just please stop."
and that is Twitch.
Yeah.
Then again, that's Twitch.
It's Twitch.
So then
it,
again,
yeah.
it's a different audience, Japanese people. And then again, if you see, Nintendo has a history on presentations, press conferences that are kind of cringy for us, like for the other audience. Like you remember that Wii presentation when the guy was, playing with the Wii Play and the drums, and he was just smacking the air, and that was just cringy. Then again, it was produced by Nintendo. That's press conference. I say that this presentation was too fucking slow in the beginning, and it took way too much explanation for the Nintendo Switch. It's fine. I need to know of the I need to know about the Switch, what it does, what are the Joy-Cons, what are the controller, what's the Pro controller, what does it do when it take out of the dock. It's fine. It's fine. What's the meaning of life as well, even though we don't know what it is, and we'll never know. So the thing is that this presentation could have been done on a Nintendo Direct, not at a press conference live at Japan. This felt, it's like Brian said, we were talking about and all these stuff that other consoles did and what it represents and what we'll do with this one. It felt more like you were doing a PowerPoint presentation for investors, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt more for investors.
Like for me, as an industrial psych student, like that's how I was taking. It was like, oh wow, these guys are actually taking their mission and mission vision and their goals like pretty seriously for this presentation. Holy shit, 10 points for Gryffindor right there.
So, yeah, that's how I saw it. I saw it more as an investor side. Like, we need to, and that's what Jose's what he said, that is like they're not sure if this is going to sell well in Japan, and they need to show this. And another thing that Jose said, that they need those JRPGs because Japan fucking loves JRPGs, and that's.
I'm gonna reserve my comment, but yes, let's continue.
Go ahead. No, if you want to say something, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna mention it when we're gonna talk about the third-party developers.
Okay, there we go. So, I think the presentation was shit. It could have been done on a Nintendo Direct, or a little bit more closed and more organized. and not
Better
having
directed.
not it's just better directed. It's just with the Nintendo Direct, everything flows like, you know, I don't want to be redundant, but flows fluidly, and it's like goes smoother.
It looks like a well-casted episode, which is
Exactly.
true because they always do like a little storyline, like what they did with the last
Yeah.
Nintendo Direct, which is pretty funny, pretty cringy, but it's pretty funny.
They were all puppets.
Well, let's not talk about puppets.
But I feel like it's both the three of you out of 4chan and talk. Why?
Wait, what are you talking
Wait,
about?
what?
What?
I'll get to it. More about it.
Oh, okay then.
So, for me, the Nintendo Switch presentation was just it was frustrating, in which we'll get now to all the facts about the new console.
Well,
So,
I have a list here about
shall I
everything.
start with that, Jose?
Sure.
Beforehand.
All right.
Okay.
The presentation per se, yes, it was slow. It needed to be slow. You're not presenting a PlayStation 7. You're not presenting an Xbox One point whatever, which are already established consoles. They already have established sets of like controllers and everything. This is something new. Nintendo isn't known to stay inside the lines. They're known to draw outside of them. And when you're
Nintendo is
presenting-
technically the Apple of video games.
yeah, except without all the unnecessary.
Yeah.
You know that
Like,
honestly, thinking
thing
about
is-
the conference, Jose, like I may say it's shit. Do I hate the console? Hell no, like at all.
No, I think we all like the console here.
I'm not getting
I was
getting into the
sold.
hate train.
hang on. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. When you look at the crowd, as soon as the conference starts, you look at the crowd, everybody is in a suit. This isn't a place for you to be making a huge party. This isn't America where everything has to be loud, everything has to be completely
Woo,
out
explosions.
there. Yeah, or else it doesn't work.
Yeah.
This is Japan. They're all well dressed. They're all standard and procedure.
They're literally your classic businessman.
Exactly. And aside from full-on numbers and specs, which only quote-unquote hardcore gamers focus on, everything was well presented. They presented you the controllers. They presented what both sides of the controller can do, how you can use them, how you can set up the handheld, what the dock does, that the fact that you don't no longer need an exclusive adapter
Mm-hmm.
for the console. Everything was well covered. Yes, you had the case where, you know, as you said yourself, what's humorous to them isn't humorous to us, which is completely noticeable because of that fact where everything has to be loud. Like, honestly speaking, as I told you beforehand, this conference wasn't necessarily for the Americans and international people. This was specifically more for Japan. They were nice enough to let us see it because they could have gone, hey, well, we're gonna show the console to only Japan, and you guys have to wait till February to get a Nintendo Direct about it. They could have gone with that. But clearly, the way that they want to show you the thing is like, okay, we already showed it to you on a late night show, but not everybody caught it. For those of you who are still interested in more, watch this. And
Yeah.
this is no longer Iwata. This is not Reggie. This is not Miyamoto. This is the new president. I still need to learn his name properly. This is the new president, and the new president is all about the Wii U got cut off.
Tatsumi
Was he
Kimishima,
recognized?
that's the new president.
The Wii U got cut off because it no longer had potential, and it was never gonna get what it needed. And even though it was a hard thing to do at the time, it was a smart thing. So presenting the Switch the way that it was presented, since it's already been presented twice as a hyped up thing,
Mm-hmm.
is more than enough. And the fact that we have another event in February to learn more about it goes to show that this is being thought out slightly more than all the past consoles up to this.
Yeah.
Okay. So correcting on that little fact, we can't completely dub it at like, oh, it's a garbage presentation simply because we don't understand the nature of it. a completely whole new way of seeing things. And yes,
Okay.
the direct would have been nice, but there are a lot of things that you can avoid in editing. And if you present stuff live, and mistakes can happen live,
Yeah.
like the translator being complete and utter garbage, I can give you that much.
Or stumbling.
Or stumbling
like,
or mumbling.
mhm.
Like the guy from Suda 51, where he was so nervous because he really didn't have much to say, but he had to make it seem like there was something.
Yeah, it kind of bothered me because I kind of felt like there were some things that he was. Well, of course, he was saying a bunch of stuff, but it was like a lot of information that I would like to know what he's saying.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, okay, so you guys are working on a thing, can't show us anything because you have nothing. You just came to give the announcement.
Oh, and
It's
here's a
hard.
concept art. There.
And here's a
And
concept
here's a
art.
shitty translator that it's stuttering and mumbling and can't
Exactly.
say, can't get
The guy from
can't get the
Splatoon-
communication right, can't get the message right.
Here's the fun thing. The
It's
guy
probably a
from
camera
Splatoon,
guy or an intern that wasn't really even doing that job, and they didn't have anyone for it.
They
Could
probably
be.
just dragged them over.
You speak English? Yeah. You translate
He's
now.
doing it.
What?
All right.
The guy from Splatoon. Here's the funny thing about him. That guy's the game director.
Yeah.
And what he did and what people consider cringy, you know who else did that? The guy from Street Fighter back at E3.
Oh, Yoshinori
Yeah,
Ono.
he
Yoshinori
Ono
Ono.
does that for every new character that he's gonna release.
Yeah, he's always done it. He always will do it. I don't see why this guy can't do it.
Yeah,
I
of
don't-
course.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I
when he
s-
started-
that's what I said. It's like people don't understand that
Mhm.
like that obviously they're a different culture and they have a way of entertaining in which they're more expressive, in which some people of us here they see it as cringy and just blatantly just weird and
Immature.
stupid, immature. And which I don't know
Or
why
not-
or not
or
exactly.
non-business like.
You could say that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But moving on, per se, presentation. As an American, could have been better. As a informative presentation, it was great.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like very little things were left out, and anything that was left out, you can find it on the website for people that want to look into more. We can go into one or two things right now. We could discuss the accessories and the pricing for the accessories.
I wanted to talk about everything.
Yeah.
I have
Go
like
into that now.
point
Or
on everything
can
that
jump
I
into
want
the
to talk
game.
about.
So Nintendo
what do
Switch,
you guys want to do first?
Nintendo Switch is going to it has already confirmed all like the accessories, like separate accessories and their prices, and I think they're just fucking ridiculous. So the Nintendo Switch is gonna come out on March 3rd this year, and
Yeah.
they have
2 months from now.
like in weeks,
months.
8
Yeah,
weeks. In 8
Okay,
weeks
let's just
from
say
now.
this better. A month and maybe
And a
a
half.
quarter or to a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's literally around the corner.
So Nintendo Switch is releasing on March 3rd, 2017. Nobody could have called that, honestly. Like, that
Nope.
early. That fucking
No.
early. So,
I mean,
Nintendo...
they had said it was going to be around March. They just,
yeah, they said
they didn't
March,
give
but
numbers.
everybody would call March 20-something, March...
or
18
which-
or
Or
something
literally
like
like
that.
almost like
Something.
the start of April at least.
Yeah, almost at the end of March, just you know...
I
just-
called March 8th.
Yeah, but March 3rd, it's... nobody could have called that. So...
Yeah.
Nintendo has released all the accessories that they're gonna sell, and the prices are just fucking outrageous, honestly. So Nintendo
Yeah,
Switch is gonna
it's really like
cost
they are.
$299.99, $300, which, to be honest, it's not. It's a standard price. That it's the,
Yeah,
the,
console, yeah.
it's the one price that I kind of called. Yeah, I'm staying with $300, so that's just fine. It would have been cool if it was $250, but then again, it would be underpriced, I think.
Here's the thing, Victor. I actually compared the prices of like the previous consoles and the step up of the upgrades like the Xbox One Slim and whatnot, and compared the prices and whatnot. If we're comparing them in terms of the Xbox One by itself, if we're talking about the original 500 gigabyte one, it's $250. flat price. And then when it comes to like everything else is like $300, $350, $400 or so. So in my opinion, the Switch for being a $300 price tag of a console, it's not that bad.
No, honestly, no, I don't
it's
think
not bad.
it's not bad. Honestly, it's just 250 for me. It would have been oh shit. Oh,
it would have been better. Yeah, it would have been better if it was 250 because it would go back to the line of Nintendo's still the budget console system, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So it would have been better because it would like made Sony and Microsoft, oh shit, like we got to step up our game to our future releases up to par to this because
and
it's not
Sony and Microsoft should say like if it was that price, Sony and Microsoft was like, oh goddamn, so we got to step up. So they have the accessories here, and again, the prices are fucking outrageous.
Yep.
The Joy-Cons,
Okay.
the little Joy-Cons, like the
much
two
are they?
detachable controllers. Here we go.
Oh.
Carlos, brace yourself, because you're
Are
not.
you sitting down, Carlos?
Yeah,
Are you
Carlos,
sitting
sit
down?
the fuck down.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you sat down if you're not in the fucking toilet shitting. So, because honestly, you're gonna fucking shit yourself of like anger.
And stop talking shit.
Just get over with it.
So
I'm getting old, man.
So calm the fuck down, guys. I'm doing this on my own pace, so calm the fuck down. I can take whatever
really
the
slow
fucking
pace
time.
today.
Fuck it. At least I'm going faster than the fucking presentation. So,
Wrong.
the Joy-Cons,
No, chill.
the Joy-Cons, the little two detachable controllers are $50 separate, $80
in a
for
bundle.
both.
What? Since when it was 80, it was 90.
Oh, 90?
it's
No, it's $80.
It's 80 and it brings
It's
the
$80.
shoulder button accessories.
So it's
Yeah,
50.
it's
Let's say you
basically-
break one, it's gonna cost you $50 for one. $80
Might as well
for
buy two.
both.
Here's an idea. Don't break it.
It's
The-
still cheaper than the fucking
Alright,
movie.
Nana.
Carlos, shut the fuck up. Carlos,
Carlos,
you wanted the Pro
please.
controller, right? Well, guess what?
How much is it?
You think it's cheaper or higher than the PS4 controller?
Higher.
$70 for a Pro controller.
Putazo.
That is
You want me to get into that, Vic?
Turn down for what?
yeah. Go ahead.
How much is it for a PlayStation 4 controller?
But if I'm not mistaken, 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you get off brands, you'll probably get it for $30 to $10.
Okay, but that's to get it off somewhere else. But the official price is from 50 to 60.
Mhm.
All your controller does is it has buttons, it has a touchpad in the middle, and it has a pretty little LED light at the back.
It has buttons, period.
It has buttons. Xbox controller, it's around 50 to 60, 70 if you get it custom, 80 if you get it with your name engraved on it.
Yeah.
It has
150. You
buttons.
just
It has
fucking pro
buttons.
modded the
It
fucking
has
controller.
buttons, and you still have to buy batteries.
Yeah.
Don't forget the leak one.
Unfortunately.
If it's wireless.
The Switch controllers, the Joy-Con, okay, Pro controller at first. It has buttons, it has an amiibo sensor, it's wireless, and it has a rechargeable battery. $70, standard price for a controller nowadays. That's completely fine.
Yeah.
No.
The Joy-Con,
Their motion
You get-
sensor.
they're motion censored. They have a camera installed.
They have
each
a rumble pack.
Each one has a rumble pack on its own, has an amiibo sensor on the inside,
Mhm.
and they were nice enough to say, "Hey, not everybody's gonna want to use them separately. Let's make a grip for it where you can put both controllers. Both controllers work individually and together. So them charging 80 for what is two controllers for two separate people
Mhm.
or for one person to use isn't that bad. The
No, it's not.
the Wiimote, when the Wiimote was out, it was around 40 to 50 bucks the Wiimote and 30 to 40 the nunchuck.
Yeah.
And I remember this because I had to replace a nunchuck. So this isn't anything new. This is stuff that people didn't pay attention to beforehand. And now people are going like, oh my god, simply because of the size. It's a small controller, but
Yeah.
it's a smart controller all together.
But that's the same. Like it's when it comes to like my list of notes in terms of this when it comes to the Switch, I put the size of the Joy-Cons or the controllers for it as like a gray area because like yeah, sure, it's not like one size fits all, but it still does the job at the end of the day.
Yeah,
You just got to get used to it.
and you were mentioning before the podcast, anybody who's had an original 3DS
Vita.
Or a Vita,
Vita can't really complain about the size because it's pretty much
it's
that.
exactly the same.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like it's there. It does the job. If you have sausage fingers, well, too bad. That's
Did
genetics
you
messing
did you
up.
did you bitch about the Game Boy Micro?
I never
No.
did, and I actually
I never
used
had one, but I
it a
wanted
while
one.
back.
Of course. I don't
Yeah.
think that was a. I don't think for me it's a problem. It won't be now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the Nintendo dock. Oh my god.
That-
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Hold
how
up.
much
Hold
is
up.
it?
The Nintendo dock, which is the thing where you put your tablet there.
And that
Um,
goes into
it-
your TV.
Yeah. The replacement cost is $90.
Okay, I'm done. I'm leaving.
I mean, it's a piece. It's a
No,
piece
I'm
of
done.
tech.
I'm gone, guys. I'm sorry.
It's a piece of tech, and it would come with the cable.
It's
Yeah.
a stand that does something more.
No,
Okay,
okay,
let me
okay.
ask you
All right,
this.
all
How
right,
much
all
do
right.
you
Before
put-
before we go into fucking detail, the one thing that is fucking worrying me here, like I don't know if you guys are seeing this. We're seeing Nintendo Dock, we're seeing Joy-Cons, and we're seeing Pro controllers. What happens with the fucking tablet? Are we gonna do the Wii U same thing all over again? Do I have to buy another fucking Switch?
Are you gonna sell it like individually?
Like if they do, I'm pretty sure they're charge me for a new fucking Switch.
Didn't
Yeah.
they have a
Probably.
way, like for the Wii U?
Like
when
that's
you
what I
broke
was saying.
The pad, didn't they have a way that you like buy the pad separately through their store?
I highly doubt it, but if they would do that, it's like what Victor just said. They're probably going to cost us like an arm and a leg for it. But it's like I was telling you guys before we started the podcast. It's like who in their right mind is going to take a free $100 console out to the streets and be like, "Hey guys, look what I got! I'm the coolest guy in the school."
I mean, the
Not in
3DS
Puerto
is
Rico.
worth
They're,
$100.
that's what basically they're advertising. But then again, like
I mean,
all right,
3DS
if I
is
were
worth 200,
if
it would
I
be
were
alright.
to take my Nintendo Switch outdoors, it would be one of these three choices. Either I'm going on a road trip,
I'm
or
going to a friend's
either
house.
I'm going on a trip on a plane, and number three, if I'm going to someone's house.
Exacto.
Yep.
Why am I
That's-
going to go to the mall with this? Period.
I would do it.
If
look
I
like an
go
asshole.
if I go to the mall, I better do a competition that I could play with like three people with Switch and do a Wi-Fi challenge.
This is the problem.
True.
You guys are literally demonstrating the problem. What's the difference of you taking the Switch with you, a $300 product, than taking, say, an iPad to a coffee shop or to a mall or to wherever?
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there because one, a tablet is completely different. It's fixable. It's fixable. You have
It's
any
fixable.
repair shop who can fix the screen easily. I'm talking about here in Puerto Rico. When it comes
Okay.
to the Switch, we got to wait until those said repair shops actually know how to work with the product. That's one
Okay,
thing.
what do you think happened when the tablet started coming out first? You really think there were like all these magical shops suddenly pop up the first day? Oh look!
I'm gonna,
free stuff.
I'm gonna be.
You mean
I'm gonna
the
be
Apple
honest.
Store?
Did the Apple Store always fix them, or did they offer you to ship them somewhere and have them fixed
Look,
there? They didn't
I'm
have
gonna-
that
easier
service.
for
I'm gonna be
providers.
honest with you. I never had a tablet until like after the tablet rage started dying over here, and I sadly don't give a fuck about them. But the thing is that still, regardless, it's gonna be a bitch for it to be repaired. I'm not denying that fact. Like right now, like
Everything is
they're might gonna give us like a warranty type shit. Like, oh, if the screen's cracked or something happened to the like, you know what you do for the tablet. Technically speaking, then they'll probably form a way to compensate it. But we're talking to the point, like, if we can't get the warranty anymore, because normally these warranties are like a one-time thing.
Uh-huh.
We're talking about like buying literally the new tablet again. That's literally, in my opinion, what we're trying to get at. I'm not talking about like the repair stuff because you can repair it one way or another. It's like when the Xbox 360 started having the red ring of death, and they were like, "Oh, don't worry, just call Microsoft, just send it, and they'll probably give you a new one or fix the one that you have."
Emergencies happen all the time. The Xbox One, when it came out at first, it had the problem that it wasn't reading discs. The PlayStation 3 had the case where the internal clock was damaging the laser, like the thing that
Yeah.
reads the discs.
Yeah.
Everything is always going to happen on the console, tech, or whatever. We had
Yeah.
phones exploding like freaking time bombs
God damn it.
for the past couple of months,
Yeah.
and that already stopped being an issue.
Dell computers used to blow up outside of the box as well, guys. If you remember that.
Then
from the good
again,
old-
we're talking about things that are subjective for us.
Yeah.
It's
That's why, like, I'm not making it such a big issue because at the end of the day, they're gonna try to find a way to compensate it. Long story short.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
subjective, but at the same time, saying like, "Oh, who's gonna take this out?" That's pretty much the problem that I'm seeing here is
Mm-hmm.
everybody wants Nintendo to just hold themselves back and make something like the Xbox or the PlayStation.
No, I'm not saying that.
No. I'm not saying about you guys. You guys are fine when it comes to this, but it lands like you're at that thin line where it's like, "Oh, this is expensive. I shouldn't take it anyway." The 3DS is $200 at this point, and I take it.
Depends which one you get.
Exactly.
Well, if you want
But
to be
here's
up to date and be able to run things, you get XL. That's what you get. That's what you get here.
It depends on you, really. It's mostly at the other beholder. But I get your argument, though. But here's this is what I think what me and Victor were trying to get at. It's like, sure, when we put like the whole like repair and the warranties out of the picture, but we're talking about actually things to replace it in terms of as an accessory. That's what, at the end of the day, the tablet that literally does everything for the console, at the end of the day, is just an accessory. So are they going to sell it on their own at one point, which is what Victor was trying to get at, and what would be the price tag for it if that would have happened?
The most rumored thing out of it all is there might be a point, and I'm saying this now on the beginning of 2017. I feel there will be a point where the Switch starts becoming nothing more than a portable device.
it should be marketed as a handheld device. The handheld,
It's marketed as a hybrid.
Not really, man. Not really, because in the conference they're talking about console. No, man. Like in the conference, they're making the mistake of calling it the console, not a handheld, not a hybrid, a console.
Because it is a console. First off, the people who decided to separate handhelds and consoles, that wasn't the industry. That was us. Gamers decided handhelds are one thing, consoles are another. At the end of the day, they're still consoles. They still play games. They still do the thing. Difference
yeah,
is
but that's redundant.
You can take with you, the one's cable. Hang on. Ever since the copyright was placed,
we're trying to have a civil discussion here, guys. Let's be proper gentlemen and treat each other.
I'm being normal. Go ahead. I'm just being chill.
In the copyrights, it was described as the handheld console hybrid. They're gonna market it as a console because at the end of the day, with the dock and everything else that is included in the package, it is a console. If people want to take it with them as a handheld or as a portable console, because it's still too big to be an actual handheld.
Yeah, dude.
That's their decision.
That's the thing. Like, I'm not denying that there are gonna be like some guys that have like the biggest balls in the world that are gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take my $300 console out in the streets and not worry that it's gonna get broken because of the weather or any type of form of the elements that are gonna come into contact with them and probably other people. But that's the thing, is like, if you're a person that, I'm viewing it in the point of view of like me as like the investor. If I'm investing on a $300 console like this, I will never take it out of my room. Period. Like, no debate. I wouldn't do such a thing.
What about traveling? Like Victor said, going on a plane or...
It depends, because even...
It has a charger, by the way.
Okay, here's the thing. Of course, it has a charger.
It has a charger. Type-C charger.
We'll talk about that later. But that's the thing. Me, like, talking about, like, me, Brian Cabrera, Headan345. When it comes to me, if I'm going to go out traveling, I'm not going to bring a console with me because I want to spend time with my family or the person that I'm going to hang out with. If it's, like, to a party or a friend's house, then that's a whole different story. Then I will probably take it with me if we're going to do, like, which I kind of like what they wanted to do with the console, which is, like, it's an easier local multiplayer console for everyone. As long as you have another console with you to make it up to 8 players. You can, like, even if you have, like, 4, you can still have 8-player local multiplayer, which I kind of like. But that's the thing. It's mostly, like, the consumer. If, like, for an example, Victor's the type of guy that will probably take it to business trips or trips in general and to a friend's house. Me, I will only take it to a friend's house, period. Carlos can do both of the same things as well, or probably he's going to be the hermit that he is and just stay in his house and play the game. Like, that's the...
Ow!
I'm sorry, Carlos. I love you. I care about you. You're a beautiful human being.
Is
Sometimes,
he?
like,
Is he, though?
he can't be the real Dirty Dan, but that's besides the point. But that's the thing. Like at the end of the day, when it comes to those little like, they're not really arguments. These unnecessary points to bring to this debate on this console, it's irrelevant because at the end of the day, that's mostly on the consumer. At the end of the day, what they're going to do with the product. That's my like conclusion to that argument.
It's fine. No, for me, it's fine. It's just that. Just saying. You know, I'm just saying.
You sound like a child that just got a whipping.
Say what?
What?
You sound like a child that just got a whipping.
Not really. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm chill.
I'm totally not crying from the inside.
No, not really. No. Honestly, Brian has, he's right. Then again, like I said, it's all subjective.
Yeah, it's subjective at the end of the day.
Exactly. But then again, it's not that I'm using the word subjective just to end something or end an argument because it's everyone's opinion. No, it's right. Brian's right. It's just that, it's the only... And this is where we're going to start with the other side of the Nintendo Switch, the launch titles. A lot of people, obviously, they're bitching about the lack thereof.
Before we start was a negative. Can we talk about one positive thing about the console? Then we could go back to the negative.
Okay, all right. It's not.
Praise the Lord that there's no region locking.
Oh no! Oh yeah!
Hallelujah!
Oh yeah!
Oh hallelujah!
No! Oh, that was great. And honestly, it's not only the. The region lock. Again, the console itself, it's amazing. I am actually interested. It's if I would say something positive, it's overall, yeah, I fucking want the Nintendo Switch. I honestly want it. Like, Legend of Zelda fucking looked amazing.
Like everybody here is.
And then again, this is
getting Shibigami Tensei. Fuck all you guys.
Well, yeah, but before we go there, calm down.
Okay.
So, the Nintendo Switch, overall, it's fucking great. I really don't care about, if people are calling it, 900p, 700p, resolution, graphics, and shit. Then again, you want fucking graphics, get a fucking build yourself a PC and get it over with. Like, honestly.
Amen.
Like, that's the one thing that just jars me, it pisses me the fuck off.
Want to jerk off to those pixels? Go ahead, get a
No. This is the one thing different. I'm pretty sure PC people are gonna be pissed. I mean, then again, I have a PC. Like, don't get me wrong, I do. It's just that if you're bitching about graphics, Nintendo is not working on graphics and meeting your standards. You mean, not everyone's, because not everyone just is in your bandwagon. It's your expectation, like your standards. You want fucking high fidelity. You want your fucking high fidelity, fucking overreal graphics. Build yourself a fucking PC and get it done. When you go to Steam, you can see the overcrowding pieces of shit that are there.
Yep.
Yeah.
While Nintendo, it's making you quality fucking games.
No, yeah, like
the majority.
This is the point I'm willing to bring. It's like, okay,
praise,
sure.
my brother, praise.
Oh, Lord have mercy on his soul. Like, going back to the city of hand, here's the thing, it's like, yeah, the whole subject of graphics is, at the end of the day, bullshit. If we can have a game as successful as Shovel Knight...
Game.
Like Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight was literally made with, like, the NES style, and it sold pretty well, and it's just pixel art.
And it keeps getting great DLC.
Games should not depend on graphics.
Yeah, like
that's something everyone should know. Every gamer should know this. Like,
Carlos, you remember that?
I know.
It's just there's one time, Brian. One time, fucking Carlos. I was just to get this over with. Just get this over with. Fucking Carlos, like 2 years ago, he just said something. I just had to quote him. I fucking tagged him on Facebook. He untagged himself because the quote goes like this: "Games don't need gameplay."
Oh my god, I didn't remember this.
I remember that now.
Hey, Carlos, I think you're eating your words with No Man's Sky, huh?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Woo.
And this is how it ends.
Gameplay, but it looks nice, doesn't it? Okay, now
Podcast over. Going back to the subject hand,
Go
like,
ahead.
in terms of graphics, like look, that's the thing. Like, look at Shovel Knight, a game that's like pretty still. It's recent and it's still pretty modern, even though we're gonna get the next DLC pretty soon, which I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
And then like look at the other games. Like look at like Wind Waker when it came out for the GameCube. It was amazing. And then when they whipped it out for the Wii U, it was even more amazing. And people still bought it. And look at fucking Twilight. Look at Twilight Princess. It's the same shit. Super Mario Maker. Super Mario Maker. It's the same shit because you're playing Super Mario World, Super Mario World Free, Super Mario Bros, and the new Super Mario Bros. You're literally getting all different graphics engine in one fucking game, and people still buy it.
yeah, that's the thing. Games do not depend on their graphics; they depend on the game itself.
Exactly.
If a game is made well, if it's gameplay and music, feature, story, whatever, if everything that it makes a game is done well, it doesn't need to look good. It will hold up to itself and it will attract people.
Like for an example, look at look at Demon Souls when it first came out.
Yes,
it looks
exactly.
like a mother, but it looks like shit.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of games are amazing, and a good way to see if a game is great by any standards is simply pick it up 5, 6, 8 years later. Are you still having fun? Yes? Then there you go. I have on my cell phone, every new cell phone I get, I always get the same emulator for Game Boy Advance, and I always get The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. It was the first game I actually completed myself, and I always play through it again and again and again. That is a game that it doesn't matter if I'm 6 years old or 21, which is right. No, I still love this game, and I've been loving it every single day. And honestly, that's how I know it was a good game, because I'm going back to it 10 years later, 12 years later. I'm hooked on on games with amazing graphics. Like I love games from the CryEngine. I love games from Battlefield. I love Battlefield 1, which look amazing. But I appreciate and I adore Nintendo games, which are cartoonish and have this beautiful quality control that makes them full games. How many times do we receive a Battlefield that isn't completed?
True.
How many times do we have to wait for a fucking patch to fix things? Come on. Nintendo is the one console that, yeah, it gives us a few less games than most people, but they give us full games.
But here's the thing. Let me give you another game, which follows the same line of what you're trying to get at. It's like, look at which is also a game, by the way, guys, for the Nintendo Switch. We're going to get Disgaea 5 complete. Disgaea started as, like, pixel art games for the PlayStation 2, and it's been, since the PlayStation 2, the best-selling game for NIS. And they have the 5th game, which we're going to get, I would assume, because it's called Complete, we're going to get with the DLC for the Switch.
Yeah,
which is still...
in spring, by the way.
What?
Disgaea 5 for the Switch is coming out in spring.
Yeah, it's coming out in the spring. But that's the thing. It still follows some... It's an updated form of their pixel art, but they haven't broken the mold.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, Nintendo is the one giving you the complete edition, because there's no other complete edition of Disgaea 5.
Yeah.
No, that makes it... That surprises me, because if you're going to get it... Because you can only get it on PS4, I think.
Yeah, but there's no complete edition at the moment that I know.
Yeah, because you're forced to buy the game and then pay for the DLC.
Mm-hmm.
And you're literally, if I buy the Switch, I can just get the game, and you got everything right there off the bat.
Now, here's the thing with launch titles. Launch titles, you're always expected to have at least something big out there. When the 360 came out, we had Halo 3 come out on the same day.
Yeah.
That was the magnum opus for the fucking
for it.
Oh, hey guys, remember the launch title for PlayStation 3? Remember Layer and that other other game, Heavenly Sword? Remember Heavenly Sword?
Shut up.
Remember Heavenly Sword?
Shut up. But yeah, no. You know what? No, you're right. All right. Yeah. But go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
PS3 launch. I have a list here of all the games that came out. Let's go with the US ones, because that's where
Resistance, Fall of Men, 9 out of 10.
you had You had Resistant Fall Men. You had Ridge Racer 7, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 7, Tony Hawk Project 8, Untold Legends Dark Kingdom, Need for Speed Carbon, NBA 2K7, NBA 07, Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Madden NFL 07, Genji Days of the Blade, and
Genji
Call
Day
of
of
Duty.
Blade, 6 out of 10. Untold Legends Dark Kingdom, 6 out of 10.
Yeah, and you had apparently it says here Call of Duty 3. I think that's kind of wrong. Is it?
The what?
Call of Duty
2007.
3? No. Call of Duty. Which
Call of Duty 3? Yeah, it was one of the launch
was
titles
that
for the
No, it was
PS3.
Call of Duty 2 that came out first, and then it went to free, and then up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You
it's
had-
Call of Duty. Long story short.
Yeah.
you
Back to
had
the
that.
specs.
Those were the titles. Look at this. Look at this.
Mhm.
People are complaining about the Switch price and its accessories and everything else. In Singapore, the PS3, when it was released with 60 gigs and it was $799.
You should check the prices for Mexico.
No.
Now, that will baffle you as well.
No. You know what would baffle you? And I'm sorry for the Canadian people that are gonna get the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo
God,
Switch.
don't talk to me
It's
about
like the Nintendo Switch for us is 300. For them, it's 400.
Yeah.
Canadian bucks.
Eso doléis.
And I think and Europeans don't have a set price. They have like
Nope.
multiple.
They have
They
to go
don't-
to the retailers.
They gotta go to their own retail stores and be like, oh, okay, it looks like they're selling it for 200. I'm gonna give you $500 for it.
How much is
So-
Australia's price?
Oh boy.
Oh boy,
We
Australia.
have-
Dollary dues.
Well, while we're looking for that, let's talk about other things that they're pretty
Online
that make this
features,
system-
and this is I want to talk about this because
There's
this
a
is
reason why I brought this up.
worrisome for me.
And this
Um,
is the thing that me and Victor talked about last night after the presentation.
Okay.
PlayStation had 13 games when the PS3 came out. 13 for the release date. Out of those 13, from 2 to 4 of those games were good. Not
Resistance.
great, not otherworldly, just good.
Resistance was one. I think
Yeah,
that would be the one that
I think
stands
that's
out.
probably like the only one there. Resistance and Call of
that was
Duty
the best
3 at the
game.
time.
Yeah, that was
It was the best game.
that was the better, like at least the best launch title for
Release
PS3.
date for the Switch on March 3rd, we have Breath of the Wild, which is your main seller.
Amen.
Called it.
we
You
have-
guys know. Let me get this. Let me have this because I called
Yeah.
this 3 years ago. Whenever Breath of the Wild was announced, and they said that Nintendo's making a new console, I fucking remember. You can even fucking find that if you want. I called this. Like, this is not gonna come for Wii U. This is gonna come for the Nintendo Switch. Even though it's coming for the Wii U, but then again, it was hold out for the Switch, NX by the time. So
You have
Mhm.
Skyrim Imaginators, a little thing for the kids. That's completely
Who cares
fine.
about that?
Collectors? Trust me, I've met a few. Just Dance 2017, which is party game for families. Because remember, Nintendo's always a family-oriented company.
yeah, and
Yeah.
Just
Want to
Dance sells
switch?
very well on the Nintendo consoles.
Yeah.
Onto Switch, which actually looks pretty fun to play with people. It's like if you were playing You Don't Know Jack or any of these tabletop games.
Yeah.
And which is the biggest surprise, and it's literally something that would say like, okay, Jose, take your money over and do it. Super Bomberman R. We're having another Bomberman game return after so many years.
Yeah.
I only
Hell
have-
fucking time.
I only have one problem with that Bomberman game. One
What?
huge problem. The company that took the Bomberman title and is now publishing it for the Switch. Can anybody guess what company picked up Bomberman?
Not Ubisoft.
Nope.
Activision?
That's
Sega.
nope. That's 2. Victor, your turn.
Bomberman.
Without searching for it, who picked it up? Who's releasing it?
From software.
That would have been.
That would have been
great.
way darker.
Would
Who was
die.
who was the who was the
fucking
original
now.
publisher?
No. I need Evan. Evan.
Who
take a guess.
was the original publisher? I haven't said
Ubisoft.
anything.
Okay.
What? Ubisoft?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember it was Ubisoft.
Actually,
So
No.
it moved from
I
publisher.
think it was Ubisoft.
I don't think it was Ubisoft.
let me look.
Who
for
gives
it.
a shit? Whatever.
It was at Hudson Soft originally.
Holy shit,
Hudson
that
stuff.
fucking bee.
Yeah, man.
Holy fucking
The
shit.
person in charge.
Hey, I haven't said
now.
mine, man. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Go
dude.
for it.
What the fuck?
What the fuck, man? What the fuck, man?
Go
Like,
for it.
Oh no, Irish. Oh no, nope, nope. I'm
what?
gone.
No.
Nope.
what's going
Alright,
on?
shut
Like,
up.
Guess.
I want
guess,
I want to
just
fucking guess. I
Okay.
want to fucking guess.
Guess, Kevin,
Yes.
guess.
I don't know. Bandai Namco?
No.
Oh
Kevin,
no.
take a guess.
Wait, what? Okay. Oh no, no.
no.
Okay. Wait. Wait.
honestly-
Wait.
Evan,
Wait.
just say a guess so I can reveal it.
Wait.
Victor?
Why are you guys
No.
are doing? Oh no. No.
Okay.
Fuck no.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, come on, no!
Person
It's not your
in
fault.
charge
It's not
of
your fault.
Super Bomberman. Are
Thank you for listening to the Rating Pending
is
podcast. I was Jose was your host, Victor. Fucking shit.
Konami, ladies and gentlemen.
Uh,
My hype died when I saw that company in charge of one of my favorite franchises from all time.
I'm not buying the game now.
They've been in charge of it.
You know what's the
Not
thing?
directly.
You know what's the thing that I've been telling Jose? Like I told Jose, like not even like 2 hours ago. Like I then again, the one guy that I trust whenever it's all Nintendo, and he knows how to keep his hype on a level. He said the Bomberman was fucking great. He was at New York and he tried it and he said the Bomberman was fucking great.
And that's the only hope I can keep on myself for it.
But that's one guy. Then again, that's one guy that I trust. But it's all again up to Jose. I don't see my. It's, all right.
What I'm saying.
All right. Yeah.
What
Go
I'm
ahead.
trying to put here is you have 5 titles. Yes, the list is limited. Yes, there are a lot of people that are complaining about it. Like, oh, why didn't you make a port for Smash? Oh, why didn't you bring Mario Odyssey?
Where's
at
my
the
Melee
beginning?
HD?
The thing here is, we have a console releasing on March. March is a low tide time for games. It's any game that doesn't want to compete in the holidays releases around spring, most of the time.
Yeah, they get sales.
And keeping your best things, because Zelda has been in works for years, so it's already there. But keeping
Yeah.
all these new titles for later in the year, not only are you filling slots so that you can continue sales throughout the year, but it's also a really smart move to do. You can't expect a company to go and say, hey, have Metroid, Mario, Zelda, Animal Crossing, Mario Kart, and any
Pikmin.
other
This-
Pikmin,
okay,
Fire Emblem, have all these titles straight from the top. Because newsflash, nobody buys 7 to 8 games at once.
Okay.
If you,
All right.
if you
Unless it's
All right,
Steam sales.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stop you there. He did. This is what the one thing that I was talking with Brian and Carlos that I was like holding myself. Thank you for
Okay.
saying that. This is the not a problem, but it's a problem. I think it would be for them.
Mhm.
All right, fine. The Switch comes out in March. There isn't many titles for launch, but you got your AAA, which is Zelda. That is like your big seller for the console, which is fine for me. It's fine.
Your life support.
I'm not
okay
expecting.
with it.
I'm not expecting 8 exclusive AAA titles because again, it will just kill sales for those individually,
Yep.
like one by one. And
Yep.
this is where I kind of agree, but at the same time, I'm like, not really.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is where I think the presentation went wrong. This is this is the explanation. I was just holding myself for this. So, again, yeah, the pacing, but the games that you were trying to sell, again, yeah, sure, Shin Megami Tensei, excited. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, are you kidding me? All these games. But I feel that Nintendo failed to talk to us. Let me explain myself.
go for
All
it.
right.
Fine. You don't have many titles for launch. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But you could have not given us, because I'm not demanding anything, but for people who are actually expecting or something, you could have just went berserk. And if you want to dip your toes in the waters against these giants such as fucking PlayStation and Xbox. Then again, Nintendo doesn't really need to do that. But then again, you're entering with a new console. Again, it's not about power, and I really don't care about the power of Switch because I'm gonna get it. But you could have gone with, hey, yeah, that Pokemon game, yeah, in development. Oh,
No.
you want Metroid? Here you go. But it's not, again, it's not gonna be at launch. But knowing that there's a new Metroid, a new Monster Hunter, a new Pokemon, and various Nintendo titles, it would keep me from like, oh shit, okay, I'm gonna own this console. Sure, I'm gonna wait, but hey, I got Zelda, I got this, I get fucking Super Mario Odyssey, which is fucking great.
Where's my
Because-
Sunshine 2? I want my Sunshine 2, damn it.
Here we go again.
Go on.
Technically, Mario Sunshine 2, technically Odyssey fills that hole.
Yeah,
No.
no, yeah, definitely.
No,
For me, it does.
No, it's not fair. Why
not
give
fair.
Luigi's Mansion a sequel and not Super Mario Sunshine? This is some
I know.
bullshit.
Trust me,
What
I
is this
feel-
double
I feel the same
standard?
way.
But was the Luigi Mansion sequel actually good?
It was pretty good, to be honest.
It was pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh well then.
But that's not the point. I was just saying that as a joke. Let's go back to the main topic at hand.
Honestly, I'm one of those guys who's like, God damn it, give me another Metroid. But like I told Vic,
Yeah, I want
happy-
another Metroid.
I would have been happy if they went, hey, we're gonna take the Prime trilogy and we're gonna up the scale.
Ah,
of it
yeah,
completely
that,
and
yeah,
release
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I actually
That
have a
was great.
conversation like that last night with a friend of mine. He was actually expecting Prime 4 or like something for Prime.
Yeah,
That's
like,
where I got into. But yeah, continue, Jose. I don't want to.
Metroid. Don't give me F-Zero because you already have what's it called? Fast RMX, which is successor. For
It's literally the same game, but better.
exactly. Like you already have something to cover F-Zero. That's fine. Give me Metroid. Give me Pikmin. Give me maybe a new Kirby, even though you released one, I think last year. Yeah, Robot Bot.
Yeah, no, that one and the Rainbow Curse and
And the Rainbow
triple deluxe for the other 3DS one.
Exactly. So you had 3 Kirby games last year, so that's fine. But you can give me another Kirby game now. You could have given me a Metroid game. You could have given Pikmin.
A real
you could've
Metroid game because Federation
Nintendo
Force
Souls.
is not real. It's not a real one.
It never happened.
But here's the thing: I do agree that saying Splatoon 2 is going to be a thing because, like, Splatoon when it came out, it was the game for the
and
Wii
it's-
U.
and it still is up to a certain point.
But guys, we're forgetting about 2 games. We're forgetting about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and from your best friend and your buddy and brother from another mother. Hello, my name is Todd Howard from Barista. Hey,
Why?
we're confirming that those screenshots you were seeing from the first
I
Nintendo
fucking
Switch
knew
leak
that
is actually
shit.
Skyrim.
I fucking
Hey.
knew that shit. The moment Nintendo
It was-
releases the Switch
it was
video,
an unnecessary confirmation. It was let's just put a AAA, like a third-party AAA name, just to say buy the game, buy the
This
game,
is
buy the
coming from
console.
bottom of my
Done.
heart.
all right. Wait,
Fuck Skyrim and
okay.
everything that stands for. Honestly speaking.
Sorry, what?
Whoa.
Wait, no.
No.
What do you say? What do you say, Jose?
Yeah.
Fuck
Say that again.
Skyrim and everything it stands for.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay,
I'm
no. Listen.
Let me go get my beer.
Here we
This
go.
is gonna be fun.
Here we go. Okay, listen me. Hear me out.
Okay.
This is all right. When I saw Todd Howard, I was like, fucking course. This. I already knew this. Like,
Look at that beautiful
like
man. Look
when
at
I
them
when I
cheeks.
saw the
shit.
Nintendo video and I saw someone playing Skyrim. Whenever they commented, "Oh, we're not confirming anything," I was like, "Yes, you fucking do. You're under a non-disclosure agreement. You're not gonna
Come
fucking say
on,
anything.
dude.
Don't give me that
Why
bullshit."
the fuck you lying?
Exactly.
Come on.
Why the fuck?
Why would I? Huh?
All
Why would
right,
I?
and here's the
Check what-
problem. What I have right now, like whenever the PS3, hear me out, PS3, Xbox 360, all these third-party content were pretty much basically on PS2, but an upgraded version.
Yeah.
This is the problem that I have. For people that are getting the Switch, we're getting fucking ports.
Yeah. We're getting ports.
But the thing is, they're not fucking recent. I'm pretty
Well,
sure
some of
when
them
I
are.
saw. All right, here's the list. Here's the fucking list. Hold up. Here we go. Arcade Archives. Pretty sure it's new. It's release date to be announced. ARMS, new game, fine. Constructor, Cube Life, Disgaea 5 complete. Again, an old game, a 2015 game, but then again, it's complete. Fine.
Yeah,
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
that's super recent.
Dragon Quest 10 and 11 port, the 10 port and 11 new one, I guess.
Yeah, but they've been porting those.
Farming
Dragon Quest
Farming
Heroes.
Simulator. Fast RMX, Fire Emblem Warriors, another fucking Warriors game.
By the way, before you continue,
Yeah.
we're forgetting about 2 games. I Am
No,
the
no, no.
Setsuna, which is super
yeah.
recent, and from your boy, what was his name again?
I would have been
Notch?
pissed if you said,
From your boy Notch, Minecraft, man.
"Oh, you mean
Woohoo!
oh, you mean Microsoft cuz Notch fucking
Microsoft,
basically
Notch
sold it.
is-
I don't think it's no longer Notch. So
Yeah, he no longer has it.
No.
You also
I
get
know
Steep,
that's the
so
joke.
That's cool.
That's
He's
the
still
joke.
don't need to explain me. I understood it. I'm just fucking pointing it out. So there you go.
Thanks.
Shovel Knight again. Serious.
Okay, you need to have Shovel Knight. Period. Woohoo! Shovel Knight.
Already have it. Stardew Valley.
not
Steep,
bad.
Steep is
That's not
recent,
bad.
which is fine. Street Fighter 2: The Final Challengers fucking surprised me from Capcom, honestly.
No, yeah, I'm actually surprised of that. Like,
Um,
it's technically,
But
Rayman,
technically a new game.
Rayman Legends What the fuck?
I don't know why they're giving that game another port.
Ubi shit again. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind Rayman. It's just you know what I'm saying. It's like instead of
Why didn't you make
if
it more?
instead like it's fine. I am Setsuna. It's fine. It's frustrating. The game is pretty good. Frustrating. Like,
Yeah, but it's recent.
it's
That's what
recent. No,
makes
no,
it
it's fine. It's
frustrating.
fine. It's just whenever we get these kind of games such as Rayman, all this stuff, it's like it's no, no,
this isn't how you start.
exactly.
But here's the thing. But
That-
like, now that we're talking about some of these games, like Skyrim for an example, this is something that I wanted to bring up. 2 things, but we kind of cut off the whole specs part. Is that when we're looking at a game like Skyrim, and if they're gonna give us all the shit from Skyrim in terms of like all the DLC flat out in the box, that's pretty big. This system has how much memory? 32 gigabytes.
Yeah, but
Gigabytes.
here's the thing.
For
though.
a $300 console, when you can get an Xbox One, a PS4 for 500 gigabyte for the same price tag. Like, I would expect if I'm paying $300 to have a little bit more memory than 32. Sure,
Can
it's a
you
micro
carry-
SD. You can get more.
No. There's more to it. Can you carry a PS4 with you on the train? Easily.
Easily.
And not just that. PS4 and Xbox both need, the whole recognition that you own the games or whatever online.
Yeah.
Because you install the games to the system.
Yeah. If
Switch
you're doing that.
I understand. I
with
understand.
cartridges.
Okay,
I don't mind
yeah.
the cartridges.
No, the
not actually
cartridges are
like it.
fine.
That's
I
the thing, though.
Yeah.
That,
But I'm
that's
talking about the
important.
save data, because like remember all the
How
other
much
like
does your save data carry?
Apparently,
Wait.
Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild on launch digital. I think it's 13 gigabytes to
digital
download.
takes up 40% of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm getting is like, sure, like the updates were going to come into play. They're probably going to be mostly onto the, the SD card. There's some things like if you're viewing it like in a 3DS type of point of view, you don't need to worry. But if it's like in a console point of view, you might get worried. That's what I'm trying to get at.
But why
Like,
would you
and
get
for me-
worried if you're not saving
I'm
anything
getting-
for
okay.
the console?
This is the reason why I say I might get worried, because like I just don't know if they're going to follow the lines of what they're doing with the 3DS, that everything that you own in terms of the save data is inside the cartridge, or it's like what they do with the PS4 and the Xbox One, that you technically install the game and then everything is still saved onto the console.
It's already been confirmed that's going to be staying in the cartridge. You know why?
Okay, then my argument is invalid at this point. I will admit, thank you for the good point. We can carry on.
Cartridges,
Okay,
This is something that Xbox and PlayStation never took into consideration. And it's the reason why Nintendo has kept it for so long, even when they had discs. Cartridges not only save more information, especially now that SD cards have made it to the point that they've reached 1 terabyte on just an SD card. but they also load information faster on your console.
All right. No, it's like I said, I'm only bringing it up because when you're like, from the people that are interested in the game, and like the fiasco that we saw with the Xbox One and the PS4, that you still need to download the game and everything is still saved on like the console, eating up most of the memory.
Terrible.
That kind of scares some people if Nintendo's going to go around the same route, which normally they don't, but it's still a factor that they could probably do. That's why I brought it up.
And here's
They have
one
had
thing I'm gonna
this-
bring up. This one thing I'm gonna bring up that it may concern, at least for me,
Mm-hmm.
and it can hurt the Switch, because this is where I started when I said that, when Jose backed me up saying this is how you don't start it. It's you kind of, for me, it like kind of started with the wrong foot, but.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for the Switch. Here it's why I think, the Switch is trying to dip their toes against these fucking giants such as PS4 and Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Their planned online service, like their service,
That might
the
backfire on them.
paid service, because once, all right, fine, you want to charge, okay. Here are the benefits. When you are a subscriber to the service. You get online gameplay. Again, you don't have a service. You get just the free trial from through fall. That's it. Once the free trial ends, you gotta pay. Online lobby and voice chat. I'll get that in a minute. Monthly game download. One game. Free. Fine.
Yeah.
Great. There you go. Exclusive deals. Understandable. PS Plus, Xbox does it. Access to the Nintendo eShop, which they're not gonna, obviously, they're not gonna fucking charge you for going to the Nintendo eShop. Register and manage friends. That's again with the then again they're not gonna fucking charge for that, but just for the online gameplay, online lobby, voice chat, monthly game, exclusive deals. There's obviously the share screenshots to social media, and later on we're gonna get game clips. Access to the Nintendo Switch parental control app. Then again, those are just things that are on the Switch, but they're not going to charge you for it. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Online play on Nintendo Switch. Available in March, free trial. You'll be able to compatible co-op and competitive games online by signing in with your Nintendo account. Online play will be free for Nintendo account holders until our paid online services launches in fall 2017. After the free trial period, most games will require a paid online service subscription for Nintendo in order to play online. Here we go. Mm-hmm. This service is only for Nintendo Switch. It doesn't affect the Wii U and 3DS system. Fine. It's great. Okay. Here is the one problem that I have. Online lobby and voice chat. Our new dedicated smart device app, your phone, will connect to the Nintendo Switch and let you invite friends to play online, set play appointments, and chat with friends during online matches in compatible games. All from your smart device, your fucking phone. A free limited of this version of this app will be available for download in summer 2017. Limited. Then again, it's a trial. All right, here we go.
Why would I get such an app when Discord exists on my phone?
Okay, no,
go on, Victor. Go on. I just wanted to add.
No, sure.
Go on.
Just this is the problem that I have with it. Like, you're telling me again. I understand in Nintendo, all about innovation. I understand that, but this is what I feel. You're telling me that your console does not do online talking, party, and natively on its own. You're telling me that, so I have to get on my phone so I can invite Carlos, either Jose, and doing everything, inviting you from the phone. So if you don't have a smartphone or anything, you're fucked. Even though smartphone right now is like the norm, I understand that.
Everybody has a fucking iPhone.
Yeah,
but Victor, what if I'm the unlucky few that doesn't have a phone? What would happen to me?
No, but you don't have. I guess you don't have a microphone then. I just don't understand this. Like, so you're telling me there's the console itself doesn't have anything built in for your microphone or anything. Hell, the fucking Kinect has a built-in mic.
But here's the thing. This is like something that I want to bring up. Like, okay, sure, you're giving us this like this voice app, like voice chat.
Then
app.
again, you gotta
What
pay.
does that imply? Of course, which you also gotta pay. Then what does that imply for the servers for this console? Are they gonna be great? Are they gonna be shit? Because you're technically using two different servers.
Wait, you need to pay to use the fucking app?
No, not the app. You don't pay for the app. If you want to talk to me, you gotta pay for the service so you can actually talk to me.
So you gotta, but indirectly speaking,
That's
you're
again. Don't get me wrong. I may be paraphrasing. I may be getting this information wrong. I'm just reading it from the Nintendo.com website. They can pretty much change it. Pretty sure talking to someone, setting parties. I'm pretty sure it's free. It's just again, if it's an online gameplay and you're playing, I don't know, Splatoon 2 online. If you want to communicate, I'm pretty sure you have to fucking pay. I'm assuming you have to fucking pay.
But that's the thing. Like this is why in terms of my notes in my little like Word document here, I put it as a gray area because they did confirm in the presentation. We'll talk about it later on a little bit more to give like a better explanation. But that's the thing. Even without like saying that, it still causes this like this sense of controversy and like misinformation for what little that you brought up, because it's like, oh, what does that mean? Do I need to pay extra for these services? Or are the prices are super low to pay for so many things, or is it only one subscription for the whole service? What exactly am I paying you for this online service?
For the most part, you're paying for monthly game downloads, exclusive deals, online lobby and voice chat app, and the online gameplay once the trials.
Yeah, but that's
else.
Yeah, I know.
Registering and managing friends, sharing screenshots, access to the Nintendo eShop and to the parental controls app. All of that is completely free, which are apparently the main deal. There is something that concerns me though, and it's not because of them. It's because of the standard that has already been set for us. Switch Online subscribers free classic games expire after the month ends.
What?
That's stupid.
Basically, here's how this is gonna go. Xbox has been giving you games both for the 360 and the One free every month.
Okay. I'm sorry, Jose. Just for like really quick before you continue. Technically, it's not free. You're paying for a service and you get the game. You're paying for the game, but
exactly.
But go ahead, Jose. Yeah, that's just a side note.
But you know what I mean. Like whatever.
No. I understand. You just keep going. No, I'm just pointing that out. Go ahead.
Hang on. Okay. In this case, we don't. They're not giving us Switch games or Wii U games or any of these recent games like Xbox has been doing it. They're doing the thing where they're giving you NES and Super NES titles for a month.
Maybe 64.
Yeah, for 30 days, and then once that's done, if you want to keep them on the Switch, you have to buy them.
I kind of feel that that's kind of a bad idea because they kind of like, in my opinion, they could have just. I'm sorry to say this, but they could have just copied what the PlayStation Plus account does, that they literally tell you, oh, these are 2 games that you can get for free, and forever you will keep them.
So you mean
as long as you pay for the service.
Services, exactly.
Xbox is completely different.
If you're making me coughing up money to play online and be social with my online internet friends, because I'm technically a loner in real life, I'm not talking about my real self. These are not tears coming down my eyes. I'm currently cooking. But that's the thing. It's like, if you're going to give me exclusive deals, monthly game downloads, but wait, there's more. It's like, come on. Like, if I'm already paying X amount of, like, for these online services,
then again, we don't know how much is it.
Exactly. It could be like, what? I could be baffled that we're like,
if
they're
it's
going to be
cheaper than the normal consoles.
I'm gonna be.
Everybody start calling the price tag.
$20 for a month or $20 for 12 months. I think they got it set. right there in my point of view. You know how
Yeah.
many people are gonna get on
Wait,
that
wait.
for
How
only
much? How much?
$20?
$20 a month?
No, $20
For 12
giving-
months.
for 12 months.
Okay,
If they
there
do
we go.
something like that, then
That's
holy
fair.
shit,
That's fair.
holy
I'll-
shit, Nintendo! You literally gave me the best hand job in the world right now. Thank you very much.
Okay. That's your price tag for the membership.
Well, if it's for 12 months, which is extremely low.
What
then
about
yeah.
what
Or,
about you guys? What about you guys? What do you think?
I'm with Brian.
Like,
I don't
I could
know,
be
I-
wrong because they couldn't just follow the trend like, oh, $60 for 6 months, for 12 months.
Honestly,
It's
the
gotta be
highest I could
$40.
see it going monthly would be $40
I'm being $40 could be another one
for the
For
highest.
12 months?
20 or 30.
for 12
For
months.
12 for the yearly, yeah.
Yeah, yearly.
Okay, that's not a bad price either way.
Is that
Regardless,
$40 for the yearly
if it-
with what
if
they're
it's
giving?
not-
It doesn't sound bad.
Yeah, if it's not $60, which we're mostly used to paying when it comes to Microsoft and Sony, or 70 if you're Microsoft. Oh, that really sucks. That's the thing. It's really good. It's a really good bargain if you compare it like that. But that's the thing. If they're gonna give me free games, which are normally gonna eat up the SD card, which is 32 gigabytes, by the way, I'm gonna emphasize that again.
These are NES and Super NES games. They're not going to take up that.
They're not gonna eat it up. But if they happen to put
Nintendo games
games
are
that are
kilobytes,
higher.
and
Yeah,
and Super Nintendo is like 2 or 3 megabytes. That's it.
I'm just putting it
Yeah.
out there. Come on.
No. I understand, Brian. I understand. It's just that for the paid online service, I would call. Yeah, I guess I would lean towards $20 a year
Yeah, what they're offering us, it's $20. They can.
because again, it's like
I mean, they
it's like each has their own different fucking like their own way. Xbox is like, oh yeah, you're paying for $60 a year, or $25 for 3 months, or $10 for a month. Oh, exactly. Or $5 a month. Oh, Outlast is free this month on Xbox. Yeah, you can download it and you can keep that forever. Oh, your membership expired? No, that's still yours. PlayStation,
Exactly.
60, same prices because they went up on October, and then ever since on October they're giving up good games, and then so basically, oh, you
Just give it a
pay for the
little
membership? Here you go, free game. Oh, it
here's some
expired.
exclusive
Oh, you gotta
deals.
pay. You gotta pay again, but the games are still yours. Nintendo is like,
and you get really good deals on it as
Yeah,
well, because
and-
if you're a PlayStation Plus member, you get a lot of good deals.
yeah, and on Nintendo is like, oh, you're paying for membership? Great, thank you for paying for your membership. Oh, here you go, have a free game. Oh, the month expired. Sorry.
I gotta ask for that again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a rental. Don't worry
$20?
about it. A month rental. We're just making competition with GameFly. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, continue.
No, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. So I think we can talk about the third-party developers at this point, right?
Yeah, fuck them. I'm just kidding.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
wow.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. So okay, here we go. You said third party. Oh my god, I wanted to talk about EA.
We did finish the first
Well,
party.
we can talk. Okay, let's talk about EA first, and then I'll talk about all the good
Why?
weeaboo shit. I mean,
No,
good
I want to point this
Japanese
out. I want to point this out, and
developers.
this is where it gets me.
Pele.
This is where it gets me pissed. You're telling me, you're fucking telling me that I came from the U.S. to Japan to tell you, yo, we're gonna have FIFA on the Switch. Thank you for listening. Bye.
Instead of all the other titles that you have.
You're not gonna have Mass Effect. You're
No.
not gonna have
We're not
Battlefield 1.
confirming it. We're not confirming you Dragon Age. Pretty sure we can give you a port because that's what we're gonna do from now on. Because that's what it sells apparently.
Oh, you want the new Assassin's Creed? Maybe.
I don't-
Maybe.
You can get
But
the
hey,
first one if you want.
hey, but don't worry
Yeah.
about it. You can you can play the most popular sport in the world. It's called FIFA.
Or, you know,
Pele.
or you know, hey, you can
I
take
do
the
not-
Switch with your
Domo
buddies to a face.
domo arigato.
I do not watch the most popular sport.
Domo
Why the
arigato.
fuck would I play it?
Thank you for
What-
listening.
What are sports?
Wii Sports. I rather pay for
you
Wii
hit a
Sports.
ball or something like that.
It
I
sounds
would
too
play
much
Wii
work. Okay, but okay. Now we put that aside. Let's go
Yeah.
talk about the greatest third party developers, aka what makes this
Konami.
No, let me finish.
Okay. Shut the
Like-
fuck up.
Okay, let's go.
FromSoft, we all know it.
No, guys, I'm being serious. Come on, we need to admit this is an existing trend for the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch is the weeaboo console.
Weeaboo console.
No, I'm being serious. Look at it. We have Grasshopper Manufacturer.
Bring out your plushy waifus.
We got Gun Ho. We got Sega. Oh no, wait, what? No, Square Enix, Platinum Games, Atlas, Arc Games, NIS.
You said
The list
Platinum
goes
Games.
on.
You said Platinum Games, and this is where I'm gonna say, Jose. I'm pretty sure you heard. I told you this.
Capcom.
So
Mhm.
hold on.
Bayonetta 3.
No. Bayonetta 3. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
But
Bayonetta 3,
Nintendo,
give me that game. Where
Nintendo
is
can
it?
fucking pay for that. Like honestly, like if it wasn't for Nintendo, Bayonetta 2 would have never happened.
Yep.
So
Oh, by the way, level 5 is also in the.
yeah,
the
it's
list.
there.
Yeah.
So this is one fucking really quick note. So yeah, Scalebound canceled. Yeah, sure. It would fit so perfectly if
On the
Nintendo
Switch.
bought the rights, the IP, and let Platinum Games continue with the development. I'm pretty sure the fucking development would just end fast, just like that,
And then put it for the.
and then put it
fucking,
for the
like,
fucking Switch, and it will fucking sell because people were waiting for that. Then
Or
again,
like,
the chances are slim to none,
Yeah.
but I would call it. So continue, Brian.
But here's the thing, like when I
optimizing for it
Mhm.
wouldn't even be hard.
It's just
You would
it doesn't.
have to
If you
overdo
look at it from what we've seen from this past few months,
Telltale.
so Scalebound, the graphics on Scalebound, then again, it would just fit perfectly with Switch. You wouldn't
Yeah.
need to polish anything else. So
Yeah.
continue, Brian.
Like I was saying, like yeah, sure. I just mentioned that it's technically the weeaboo console, but this is the reason why I say it. Like, look at the literally most of the games that we're gonna be getting by the end of this year. All of them are RPGs.
Yep.
But hear me out. It's like yeah, all of them are RPGs. Like all the other like non. Weeb.
God damn it.
Persona's not there.
I mean, the PlayStation is
Shit.
a Wii.
Atlas is there, Shimigami Tensei's there. So yeah, I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let it. You know,
Well,
I'm gonna let it slide.
You know why this is happening?
Yeah.
Because PlayStation had a thing apparently called the Vita, and that was supposed to be the Wii console, and it
Yeah.
didn't work.
It did- it
So
died.
it did not.
On
No, but it's like-
on
I'm mostly
Vita's
seeing it as a-
defense, and Brian is gonna be like, God damn it, why, Jose? Why do you have to fucking bring this up?
Yeah.
So on Vita's defense,
Mhm.
just you know, I'm gonna admit something.
Just
Um,
putting it out there.
I'm just putting it out there. The Vita actually sold more than the Wii U ever did.
Yeah, true.
But then again, but it was Sony's fault on killing the handheld console, and I think it would be amazing if developers actually worked even more like AAA development. But then again,
Yeah.
the Vita is still alive in Japan, so I'm fine with it.
True.
So there you go.
Like I'm just
Continue.
like at the end of the day, I'm just joking about the whole weeaboo stuff. But that's the thing is like, if you're not a big RPG nut, especially JRPG, then that's mostly what you're going to be seeing by the end of this year. And I think that's kind of going to hinder the sales in the beginning. It just depends. It won't, but it's like, oh, why should I
We'll
get this
find
when I'm not
out.
really-
We'll find out about the
We-
Switch lifespan
Yeah.
in the next 18 months.
Yeah.
Just wait it out
Like,
for the next
come
fiscal
on,
year.
They have From Software. We're gonna get a Dark Souls game. Out
Oh yes. I don't even need
Dark
From
Souls.
We'll either get.
I don't even need
We'll
Dark
either
Souls.
get-
I'm okay with any From
Bro,
game.
Sure.
hear me out.
Let
Hear me
remind
out.
you.
Hear me
Let
out.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay. Here.
You got your Dark Souls. You got your Demon Souls. You got your Bloodborne. Pretty sure you can do something really nice and exclusive for
Well,
Nintendo.
Here's a little
Yeah,
thing.
no, they've been talking about working on more.
Dark Demon
exclusives.
Souls.
Yeah, they were actually like one thing that the creator talked about when he was working on the old Hunters DLC is that he was thinking about doing one of two things: making a science fiction setting, technically outer space setting, with mechs in a Dark
Oh, yes.
Souls style gameplay.
Yes, please.
Amazing.
If they would do that for Nintendo, then I will be like, the Switch will technically be my console as well.
Reminder that From Software is.
Listen to me, my friend.
Do you send mechs?
I will clap to that.
Did you
Yeah,
send
wait.
mechs? Here's
Reminder,
to you,
reminder
Nicole and
that-
Barn. Yes, forever. Here it is,
Over
bar.
here, I'll take, I swear.
Go ahead.
Reminder, FromSoft is currently working with the creators of Berserk. for
Oh yeah,
future
that's another
projects.
thing. We're gonna have Berserk Souls pretty soon.
Yeah.
I can't stop thinking about that.
Griffith.
Like, keep that in mind. We might
I designed this Ryan explain due time. All I.
No,
Oh my
no.
God! Yes. Thank you, Jose. Continue.
You're welcome. And again, this is only January.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have directs in the next couple of months.
Mm-hmm.
E3 is halfway around the year. If something backfires in March, they're probably gonna think of something.
No, it's fine if you have a
Down the
slight
line.
hiccup at in
Pokemon.
the beginning. It's fine. No, it's fine.
We all
Pokemon
know
is not gonna get
Pokemon.
announced
But
for
it,
another
like-
year.
Like
Yeah.
it's fine.
Jesus.
It's fine if you have a small hiccup or a big hiccup in the beginning. You can just shake that off later on. But you have basically 18 months to know what we're getting. So
Yeah,
E3
basically.
E3 again. Don't do a fucking presentation. Just give me a Nintendo Direct. Like
Yeah.
it should have been here in the beginning. But
Yep.
at least in my opinion, like Nintendo Direct would have been more
I say
closed and
doable.
organized. But then again,
Mm-hmm.
I say doable.
Better
Exactly.
translators.
better. Oh my God!
Do-
Yes.
A
Do
professional translator, not the intern called. I don't know what.
Continue. Jose.
Do a live event
I
for main
I just can't
for
wait.
general information. Do a direct for specific information.
Like, this is what I want the Switch to be. I want the Switch to be the console that the Wii U could have been, and literally be the true successor of the Wii. That's the only thing I'm gonna say.
You can say
Now,
that.
roll credits.
Nintendo Switch games again will cost. Then again, it will cost
Mhm.
$60, which again, it's the standard
probably
recommended
cheaper.
standard. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's $60, but
50?
the $60. It's gonna be like a new
60.
game, honestly.
Hmm,
So
no,
it's the recommended standard retail price. So,
recommended dedicated RAM.
oh, shut the fuck up. So, and the box art, interesting enough, the box art looks like a PSP looking.
Yeah,
the box.
like
It looks
the
like a
case.
PSP. I fucking love those boxes. They're so small and like easily you can put it anywhere.
Compact, easy to store.
Yeah. And oh my
Yeah.
God, and the like the
The logo.
the logo and like in the small corner. Oh my
Yes,
God, that's
please.
fine. And it just leaves you with this fucking art, the box art, like completely there. And I'm watching right now
Do they
The
have
Legend
a
of
carrying
Zelda.
case for it?
The what?
I
They're
don't
gonna
think
start
so.
selling them. No, they're gonna start selling carrying cases and the
I
special
hope so.
and the master edition for Zelda.
Oh
bring
shit,
a carrying
$130, and I'm pretty sure that's sold
case. Yeah,
out
but
already.
no, the 131 is the one that brings the master.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
$100
God.
version is the one that brings the soundtrack and everything.
Which is
The
fine.
master one brings it to the store.
But the Breath of the
Why?
Wild one, oh my God, yes. But goddamn
it's
it,
gonna
goddamn,
be
no,
a cheaper
knowing
case.
Nintendo, they're gonna
Cheaper.
fucking have like low fucking stock and scalpers are
They're
gonna come
gonna
in
have third
and
parties.
no, not this third party, Carlos. It's just that knowing
hang on.
Nintendo, they have a problem with stocks, like like manufacturing. They give you like a small number,
At first, at least.
yeah,
And
at
then they-
first, and then they they mass market the fuck out
I
of
mean,
it.
but if you're making a special edition,
Of course, no, it's a limited
Keep it
limited edition. No,
honestly.
it's fine. No, it's completely fine. In Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, if you were actually fucking waiting for it, then I'm pretty sure you will get this fucking version, like this edition.
I feel like I'll get the special one.
I might.
and get it for the.
Oh,
cases.
I know a friend of mine that and I'm pretty sure already or is going to
Already
pre-order the master edition because it was the only thing he said to me about goddamn time. That's the only thing he said. So yeah, March 3rd already called it. So to end slightly to end it here, the Nintendo Switch has up to 6 hours of battery life, but it can be up to like lower to
It's
2.5 to 6.5. So yeah, depending on the
That's
game. Then
already
again,
fine.
depending on
don't
the
have
game.
the brightness all the
But
way.
when the people told me, "Oh no, Victor, it's gonna last like 3 hours," oh, I don't like that. It's like, well, that's a report so far, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna have the brightness up the ass.
Yep.
Not just that. That's what
And
my
depending what
gaming
game they're
laptop
playing.
takes. That's what the 3DS lasts if you have everything up to maximum. That's what
Yeah.
a phone lasts.
And actually, that's what a
Everything.
gaming laptop lasts if you're playing on it for a while.
Yep.
Yep.
It tends to last up to 6 hours, and 2.5 if the laptop has been, through the years. So I really didn't mind this at all. I was actually okay with it.
6
To be
hours is
honest.
okay.
For me, I really don't care because it's irrelevant at the end of the day. Because if you're not going to take it out outside of the dock, then why would you even bitch about it?
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, you fedora wearing fucks. You're not gonna walk out of your room.
Tip Fedora.
I've been waiting all day to say that. Sorry.
But yeah, so Nintendo Switch, the only thing I would... and by the end of the presentation, for me, you know what, Jose? I'm going to go with it. But we already covered it. The ending of the presentation was kind of anticlimactic. That fucking trailer looks fucking
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
That fucking trailer looked fucking amazing. My God, I got fucking chills. And honestly, I wouldn't mind that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild playing it in Japanese. Honestly, I wouldn't mind it.
Japanese, as long as I have my subtitles, please.
Yeah.
Don't be so cruel either.
Yeah, but then again, that ending of the presentation was anticlimactic. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
that.
I was expecting
Yeah, it
something
was-
more
like no, not more. Something like if you,
better.
Something felt missing.
exactly
Honestly.
something felt missing. I was actually hoping it's like, oh shit, they're gonna fucking at least announce the Pokemon game.
They're not.
A
Jesus
hint.
Christ.
No, I wasn't gonna say about stars,
They're
man.
not.
I'm not gonna. I wasn't gonna talk about.
They could have
stars.
announced a spin-off. I'll give you that. They could have gone, hey, here have Pokemon Snap 2 or
Oh, that would have been great. Yeah,
Actually, would've gone-
you know what would have been
Shit,
fucking awesome? You know what would have been fucking awesome?
Damn it, I want that.
Pokemon Stadium 3.
Yes.
Oh, don't play with my feelings.
That would have been. You know what? And the thing is, like, since you're gonna use the Joy Cons and all this shit, like, you could have done something. Or they could still, honestly. It's just, I'm just saying, at the end of the presentation, you could have just teased a Pokemon Stadium or just announce it. And Pokemon Stadium 3, again, the original developers. Who was it? I think it was HAL Laboratories. I think it was. No, it wasn't HAL.
No.
It wasn't HAL. Then again, it's like you could have just ended there with a big bang. Because when I saw the trailer for Zelda,
It
again,
was
don't
HAL
get.
Laboratories.
Oh,
Look
well,
at that.
I got it right. Then again, like, I already know that Zelda is gonna come out, and they were playing with that joke, like, oh, they were keeping a
Yep.
secret. Oh, what about you? Do you know the fucking release date? Oh, I don't know either. How about you, President? And they fucking like showing the Switch. I was like, fucking, this is already. I fucking knew this ever since it was announced. Like, and when they announced an NX back then, now Switch, I was like, yeah, this is gonna come out with the Nintendo. They're just waiting for this. And it confirmed it to me when Star Fox Zero came out first. So yeah, I would have ended it with a Pokemon Stadium 3 and use that. I don't want to say gimmick, but use that Joy-Con emotion for mini games and shit. That would have been fucking awesome.
Oh
Dude,
my
use the
god,
Joy-Con motion
yes.
for you to throw the Pokeball.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh yes.
Oh my god! And,
I do it.
hey, Nintendo, you could do that. You can do that. You can still
Take
do
this
that.
idea for free.
Take
I
it.
will
Take it
not
for
charge
free.
you.
Take it for free. And if you want us to help you out,
Let me-
how
let
to
me look
design the
like an
game,
asshole throwing
how to
Pokemon
design the
Go.
game, I will let you,
Give me a
Jose, do
job.
it, because I'm pretty sure he's a bigger Pokemon fan than me. But I fucking love Pokemon Stadium. I will always fucking cherish that with me. But then again, like I said, it would have ended better with another thing that is not Legend of Zelda. I think a Legend of Zelda, you could have just started there and you could have been fucking hyped for that fucking presentation
Yep.
when it
You
started.
could start it there and end it with Metroid.
Yeah. Or again, Pokemon Stadium 3. So
Or a 10 times better game than
Yeah.
that trumps all of them. You know?
oh yeah, definitely.
Mario Party.
No. Why?
No, the
Hey,
last Mario Party
the
wasn't
last
that
one
good.
was nice though.
No, not really.
You mean
Alright.
that little car ride thing?
What do you mean?
No, dumbass freaking Star Rush that came out like a month ago. That's pretty nice.
Well, Jose,
Whatever.
shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Drop Carlos out of yeah, you can drop Carlos.
What?
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 I promise to everybody who has made it this far on this podcast, because it was actually kind of long, that the next time we have a live event, I would drop kick Carlos at the start of it.
Oh, that would be fucking awesome.
Oh,
Hallelujah.
why not
That
a
would not
suplex?
be awesome.
Why not a suplex?
No, because
Suplex City, bitch.
easier.
What about shooting me with a gun?
Uh,
How about that? I'll be
Dun,
nice.
dun, 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 dun. Carlos, no, Carlos, no. Dun, 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 dun. Fucking roundabout.
Oh god.
So, yeah. Jose, you're the host. End it. End it.
End it.
Kill it.
What do you want me to do? Just
Murder
pull
it.
the plug.
I
Come
can't.
on. Roll credits, boys. Let's go. We're done here.
You boys
Bye,
go.
everyone.
All right, fine. I'll do it here. Well, Jose was your host. I'm Victor the Red, and I hope you enjoyed this podcast. And you know what? Give us a like on Facebook.com/The Rating Pending Show. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel.com/The
Fuck out.
Rating Pending Show.
And also follow us on Twitch TV.
And also follow us on Twitch
Out the
TV
door.
/The Rating Pending Show. Love you guys.
Fuck you, Liberty.
Yes, let's all talk closely to the mic right now. We'll put this in the blooper reel.